Today is yet another day that serves as a testimonial of the endless and relentless efforts of the Nigerian police force in the pursuit of justice and apprehension of criminals connected to several forms of crime and criminality and the general safety of the country. As we continue to strengthen our investigative capabilities and collaborate with our law enforcement partners, we remain steadfast in our mission to uphold the rule of law and protect the rights of every citizen. We are confident that the aggregate of our efforts across the country, most especially in combating crimes and criminality, managing civil and social challenges like the recent End Bad Governance protests, which eventually turned violent in most of the states, which lasted for 10 days, from 1st of August to 10th of August 2024. Apart from the statutory duties of apprehension of offenders, maintenance of law and order, and going after criminally minded individuals in this country, we still embark on secondary and tertiary engagements, just like the just concluded End Bad Government protests in Nigeria. In the past 1 month that we held the last press briefing at the RRT office, the force has arrested 31 armed robbery suspects, 419 kidnappers, 318 murder/homicide suspects, and 47 for unlawful possession of firearms. The force also arrested 190 suspects for sexual-related offenses. 173 suspects arrested for cultism, and 1,548 suspects were arrested for other various crimes across the length and breadth of this country. The total number of firearms recovered stands at 150, plus the one we are going to have today. We're having 170 arms recovered. The total number of 1,788 ammunition recovered of various calibers, 122 vehicles recovered, and 207 rescued kidnapped victims. Now turning to the recent crime fighting achievements. Operatives of the Nigerian police force around the country have made several outstanding achievements in the period under review, which will be summarily highlighted below. The first case is the foiled kidnapping and rescue of 11 kidnapped victims at Gari village, outskirts of Abuja township in Katsina. About 9 a.m. on the 21st of July 2024, armed bandits in their numbers wielding dangerous weapons attacked and kidnapped innocent villagers while working on their farms at Gari village, outskirts of Abuja township. The police mobilized, patrol team moved in conjunction with the military and vigilante group to the scene and tactically engaged them in a fierce gun duel, which forced the bandits to abandon their mission and escaped into the forest. 11 victims were rescued unhurt and they were taken to the General Hospital, Abuja, for medical attention. Our teams are working hard to apprehend the bandits, and as I speak with you, I can confirm some of them have been arrested, and at our next press briefing, we're going to give you an update. Another case of importance is kidnapping and rescue of kidnapped victim again. On 20th of July 2024 at about 9 p.m., one architect, Sunday Atibok Idiom, in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, reported that he was lured by kidnappers to Bosi in the Demili North local government area of Anambra State. They actually lured him to that place, and when he got to that place, he was kidnapped in that particular location in Anambra State. Members of the gang suddenly came out from their hideouts from the bush and kidnapped the man and others. The complainant had managed, with the help of the police, to get out of that place, but his friends had fallen into the hands of these kidnappers. Upon receipt of the information, the special anti-cultism squad mobilized into the bush, and the kidnappers fled upon sighting the police. The victims were rescued, and I can speak with you, we are closing in on getting these fleeing kidnappers who terrorize our people in Anambra and some other parts of the country. We want to make it clear again that our effort in making sure that we decimate activities of kidnappers, bandits, and other violent criminals in Nigeria is being intensified by the effort of the Inspector General of Police by putting all our officers and operatives on red alerts across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will be giving you members of the press a modest breakdown of some of these arrests recorded by the operatives of the Nigerian Police Force through the Department of Force Intelligence and Special Tactical Squad in Abuja here, in quelling the menace of banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, and other heinous crimes occurring across the country. In today's briefing, we have a total of 9 suspects arrested, with 1 already charged to court for prosecution. 24 AK-47 rifles on display, 205 rounds of live ammunition on display, 10 magazines, 11 Toyota vehicles, 1 Toyota Hummer bus, 1 Bajaj motorcycle, assorted illicit drugs, 3 Toyota brain boxes, 2 side mirrors, 6 spanners, tapping glass, 1 cutlass, 1 knife, and 1 sack of Gari, which is used to conceal arms and ammunition for their various operations. I'm sure the commander told me we have some of the victims whose vehicles have been recovered here. We are going to see them one after the other after my briefing, and you can see the vehicles recovered are here. And we on that note still calling on Nigerians to always work with the police. Make sure you get all your vehicles registered. The use of unregistered vehicle is a minus to our security architecture. For those of you that cover your number plates, let me say it again now, it's a criminal offense. As you want to reiterate that the ban on the use of tinted glass is still on. Using tinted glasses on your vehicles is criminal. It's a matter of law, not a matter of friendship or after taking a glass of water or a cup of tea and somebody is just giving it as a warning. It is a matter of law. We have not commenced issuing out tinted permits to any vehicle owner in Nigeria, and that ban still subsists. So I want Nigerians to take note of this. Other vehicular-related crimes are still criminal and punishable under the law in Nigeria. For easy recovery of vehicles, we have advised Nigerians to always key and embrace the electronic central motor registry app of the police. We have been able to recover some of these vehicles. Like I gave you the number, I think 120 something vehicles recovered through the effort of our platform, ECMR. It's very, very key. While we are still working in other areas to make sure we embrace technology to police Nigeria. The first case I'm having here today, criminal conspiracy, armed robbery, kidnapping, banditry, and cattle rustling. Can I have Musa Saidu, male, standing? Musa Saidu, is it here? You know your name again? Let him just stand there. Can I have the IPO close to him, or somebody who can possibly interpret for us in case you want to ask him some questions? From this man alone, 12 cows were rescued, 1 Bajaj motorcycle recovered, and on 29th April 2024, A team of operatives of STS left for Igbo in Oyo State on investigation activities and arrested this man, this particular suspect. The investigation revealed that the suspect had left for his community for 5 years. Upon his return back to his community in Kigagu, Kaduna State, after his disappearance, he started spending money extravagantly, buying different brands of new motorcycles, particularly expensive Bajaj, and 12 cows in a day, amounting to the sum of 5 million naira plus. This raised suspicion, and upon investigation or interrogation, he confessed to the above-mentioned crimes of kidnapping and cattle rustling and the like. He further confessed that he is operating under the leadership of one Haruna male in Beningwari Forest of Kaduna State. Throughout his operations, under the gang commander Haruna, he was using AK-47 rifles the way he likes. That 25 cows were given to him as his proceed of his above-mentioned criminal activities, that he sold the cows in Kaduna State, all at the rate of 4,700,000 naira. That's the money he used in purchasing the Bajaj motorcycles and 12 cows, 10 female, 2 male in Igbo, Oyo State. This is what we always tell Nigerians. When you notice strange behaviors in your neighbors, in people in your community, please say something. When you see something, you say something. The INT actually assisted the police, particularly STS men, to place this man under surveillance, went after him and arrested this Haruna. Because for somebody to buy Bajaj and spend 4-something million, somebody who disappeared in the community, suddenly he resurfaced and started spending money lavishly, extravagantly. This called for suspicion, and we actually weeded him. And here, he with us today at the STS base. Yeah, don't forget, I always say it jokingly that our base is here. They are our 5-star hotels where you can come, relaxed, and feel so fine. You can see the guy is looking so fine. Haruna. Okay. What's your name? Musa Saidu. How did you meet your commander in the Beningwari Forest? How you know what I thought? Say you know here, Musa. Which state are you from? Let me. Kaduna. How old are you? Are you married? How many wives? 2. How many children? 1. How did you meet your commander Haruna in Beningwari Forest? Speak louder now. Are you afraid? He went strolling and he met. So he introduced you to banditry and kidnapping or what?
Can you make use of microphone so that we can hear? A lot of people want to hear you. So we can hear the translation. We're on live to GTV Africa, as you can hear from the suspect narrating how he got into the system.
That they met in Kaduna when they were running cows.
When they were running cows.
Yeah, that's why I met him and they started working together.
How did he introduce him to the business?
Yeah, and they had a car, the Ak-47 the Makani. That they met in Kaduna. From there, and I went to Oyo State.
Why Oyo State? Why the choice of Oyo State?
Don't make us be Oyo State then.
Saboda rigima ya yawa, mu aka fara kwasan mashanu
My yawa
a Kaduna.
that there's too much problem in Kaduna. The
What
part-
kind of problem?
Rigima,
Sata shanu.
cattle rustling.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it not his own job? Is he not into cattle rustling? Why is he complaining?
Came at them, but I can question Shani Kaiba.
Da kwasan masu ni ma abu yaban haushi na je na kwasi na wani nasi.
That they first of all touched his own, that he became angry and started packing his own too.
Okay, but do you know cattle rustling is a criminal offense?
Amakasan sat at the Mekami, the question Shanu, Ekasan Lepine,
Laifi ne ni ma abun kama ni yayi.
that he knows that it's a crime, but because of what they did to him, that's why he started his own too.
So you have decided to take the law into your hands.
So Yanzu Kadoki Doka the Kenka.
Tabbas wannan na dauki doka da kaina, amma tunda na samu na bari na koma garin mu.
That yes, he took the law into his hand, but after making the money, he now stopped and went back to his village.
To the village to go and spend. Like I said earlier on, that when you notice people like this who just come into our communities and spending lavishly, please inform us. You don't know what they have done to acquire the wealth to get the money. This is a typical example. And like you always say, that the only thing history teaches a man is that man fails to learn from history itself. Use people's cases to learn, to guide your ways so that you will not fall victim of the law. Thank you so much. You can go back to your go back to your presidential suite and enjoy the rest of your day. The next case: conspiracy, kidnapping, and lawful possession of prohibited firearms. Jajo Sali, 25 years. You know Jajo Sali?
And he seems happy as he was called.
Many of them don't know the implication of what they do. You can see. Solomon, you they always ask questions, you can see. From him, we are able to recover 2 AK-47 rifles, 30 rounds of 7.62 mm, that is AK-47 live ammunition, and 3 magazines. On 4th July 2024, based on credible information, police operatives attached to STS on investigation activity to Taraba State arrested these particular suspects in Ibi, from Ibi local government area of Taraba State, in connection with the case of the kidnapping of one Hajia Narindo Gwagwa female, also of Gishiri Hassan, in March 2024, with other members of his gang, where they collected a ransom of 1,300,000 naira only. The suspect, upon arrest, confessed to the crime and led operatives to the recovery of the operational rifles. Efforts are still on and being intensified to arrest other members of this syndicate. Like I always say, you can only run, but you cannot hide. Every offense committed leaves a trace. Once you commit that offense, we will surely get you. Here we are today with Jajo Sali. Jajo Sali, which state are you from?
The government Gari capital.
Daga Ibi.
Ibi local government of Taraba State, ne? Yawa. How did you get these rifles, these guns you are using? How?
Na ina daji ne na ga TV suna yawo da shi sai na ce ina so in siya sai ya sayar mani. Wani yaron TV.
I was in the bush, and I saw one thief boy working with them, and I told the thief boy that I want to buy, and the thief boy now sold it to him.
Buy to do what? To play Ludo?
Kasi aka yi mai da shi.
Ina yin kiwo da shi.
You used to get.
Ana satan sanu a wuri to in jan kwanta sai in buga da biyu haka da barayin sanu su yi yawa a wuri.
That he bought it to be rearing cows due to cattle rustlers.
Go ahead.
That he bought it to be rearing cows due to cattle rustlers. Then before he sleep, he will now fire 2 rounds in order to scare the cattle rustlers away from his cattle.
That are matalat. Jajo, now that you are here, how do you feel and what is your message for people who do this, for them to know that having possession of arms like this is a criminal offense? Tell them.
Yanzu da kake nan, mai ne zaka gama mutane cewa rike bindiga, irin wannan bindiga din nan laifi ne.
Wannan kan na sani laifi ne.
That he knows that is an offense. Ka ba ma mutane sako cewa irin wannan rike bindiga din nan da kare shi cewa laifi ne. Mutane irin mutanen kawo da suna rike wannan bindigan, mai yanzu mai shawara ne zaka ba su game da wannan laifin da kai.
Doni ban gane maganar ka.
An ce ma yanzu da kana hannu, yan wanka da ba kama su kumba wanda suna irin wannan da bindigan, wani shawara zaka ba su?
Dan ba su shawara su bari wannan doka ya hana.
That you advise them to stop, that it's against the law.
Okay, you're advising them not to stop. It's against the law. When you bought this thing, you fire 2 rounds at night to scare them. But you later, you can't begin the kidnap collect a ransom. Why did you include the ransom? If it's just for defense of your cattle, why did you start kidnapping and collecting ransom?
To, kai ka ce saboda shani kanka ne. Don me ka fara satan mutane kuma kana karba kuɗi da shi.
Wannan tun da na siya bindigan nan ban taba na yi kidnapping da shi ba, amma da na taba na yi sau ɗaya ne. A yankin Ibin ne, a dajin Ibin mun kama wani mata. Muka ngari don karɓar miliyan 1.5 million.
Okay, that ever since he bought this gun, he has never used for kidnapping. Well, he has done kidnapping before in Ibi, where they kidnapped a woman and collected 1,500,000.
What did you use the money for?
Kudin don kashin da muka karba ma ba mu kase shi ba sai an gane mu da wajen sai mun mai da kudin mun je jali ko tumba gaban mafindi.
That when they collected the money, they didn't even use it, but that people came to understand, they were able to return the money and run away from the place.
Lumber.
Serious lumber.
Anyway, you can see what we experience from the hands of these young guys who are to be productive to us in the country, but rather they somehow problematic because I won't say because of the ignorance, because you have seen so far that all of them attested the fact that they know what they do are criminal offenses. Yet they still continue to do, they lure other people to do, and they encourage others to do. All these are criminal offenses. To procure prohibited firearms is a criminal offense. Being in possession of prohibited firearms is a criminal offense, let alone using arms to oppress, to rob, to kidnap, to steal is a criminal offense and punishable under the law. I wish all of us listening to us, particularly the young ones, could actually turn a new leaf and stop engaging in criminal offenses for us to have a more secure environment and societies in this country. Thank you, Dadu. The next one I have is case of criminal conspiracy and car theft.
Your whole life to GTV Africa, live from police.
Dairu Bashir, 36 years. Commander, all your suspects are so looking nice, putting on very expensive clothes. This is wonderful. On 8th of July 2024, operatives of the STS working on credible information apprehended one Dahiru Bashiru, this is a suspect male, a native of Sokoto North, who specialized in stealing of motor vehicles and has been in the illicit business for the past 5 years. The suspect confessed to being specialized in receiving stolen vehicles and being a major receiver of stolen vehicles and parts of those vehicles in Sokoto State as a whole. Receivers are the major problems we have in this country. Our laws have made receiving stolen goods a criminal offense. If those thieves steal and nobody to receive from them, I think they will be discouraged to do so. We need to review our law to even make the punishment for receivers to be more stringent. More punishment for them than even those that steal. Like a case we handled in Abuja yesterday, a camera worth 3-point-something million, photo camera, was bought by one of the dealers in Barnet in Abuja for 250,000 naira. Guilty knowledge is key. That when somebody wants to sell something to you, know the market value before you jump at it to buy. Receivers are the major problems we have in Nigeria and across the boundaries of this country. Those who steal vehicles, you can see just a month alone, we have recovered 120 vehicles. And there are some that have not been on our data, which means we must have recorded more stolen vehicles and more recovered stolen vehicles. So we need to do more on these receivers so that we can get it right, particularly on the issue of stolen vehicles or stealing vehicles and other items that are so handy. And I don't think any vehicle is handy. You see what they do, the job, the effort they put into stealing vehicles, either from park or snatch. It is not easy. It is not easy than phones. So the problem we have are those that are dealing in this business of selling fairly used items, vehicles, phones, electronics. I'm calling on associations to look into this and caution their members, because we are going after them, and very soon we're going to see how we can review the law to give them more punishment, particularly those receivers. They are the greatest problem we have in combating this particular crime of stealing, theft, hijacking, snatching, and the rest. You can see this young man, he has been in this business for the past 5 years. Every day for the thief, a day for the owner. You are welcome to our 5-star hotel. This man has confessed to this crime and is a major dealer or receiver in the whole of Sokoto State. So people from Sokoto, you can see the area is there. Your vehicles can be parked fine and you can drive safely. At least he's a ringleader. We are still going to get other members of the syndicate or his agents who are working for him. According to this suspect, he receives stolen vehicular parts and takes them to one Dauda Mohammed, male, citizen of Niger Republic. You can see they even cross all these items. So this is a call on our men posted at borders. Police, custom, DSS, all operatives are working at our various borders to keep watch on the vehicles that are going out. Not only the vehicles that are coming in to Nigeria. Those ones that are going out of this country, being ferried out of the country, must be thoroughly checked. By doing this, I'm sure we're going to curb this by 50 or 60%. So it's a call to all operatives, security operatives at the border communities to keep watch on these individuals that ferry these vehicles out of Nigeria. He has a dealer working with him in Niger Republic. He confessed to having taken delivery of over 100 stolen assorted vehicles and motor vehicles, which he has disposed of mainly to Niger Republic, and also having multiple syndicates which he operates with, including a syndicate in Abuja. FCT residents, you see him too. This is one of the people that are stealing your vehicles in the Federal Capital Territory. This led a team in Abuja, led by one Wizzy, who is now late. Can we pray for his soul to rest in peace? I doubt it. and one Mubarak currently at large. I am sure the STS operatives, they are putting in their efforts to make sure they apprehend all the members of a syndicate and bring them to book in no distant time. It is very, very key. So, Oga, all the motor where you don't steal and the money where you don't make, what you know they take and do?
Duka motocin da ka sata, duk kuɗin da ka.
I also don't get piggy. I'm picking and speaking. Okay, go ahead.
Duka motocin da ka sata, da kuɗin da ka samu, duk bai kara da su.
Motoci ni direba ne a Sokoto. Waɗanda ke ɗaukan motocin ana ba direba yana kai a Sokoto ina ke tara da zuwa
Abin da na tambaye ka bane. Ka gane duk motocin da kun sata din da kuɗin da ka samu mai kai da shi.
Kare an kashe kuɗin.
They spent the money.
Spend the money.
Ka kashe shi kai mai da shi.
An kashe shi dai haka nan sun tafi gaban zaran kai. An kashe abinci ne an cire daido abubuwan da rayuwa ne an kashe da shi.
Did you go to school at all?
Kaje makaranta?
Dairu, you don't go speak pidgin at all. You don't speak Turanci at all. How they take do your business?
Ya ne kana yin harkan kaɗin baka jin ko pidgin?
Ya bara jin Turanci.
You know they hear pidgin at all?
He said not hear anything.
He hear.
So your people waiting for Niger, how are you going to help us to get them?
Mutanen kan da suna ta can Nigeria ne za ka taimake mu kama su.
Insha Allah akwai da za a yi a kama su. Insha Allah.
Yeah.
You even put God join you. Anyway, you can see him is one of those that have been giving us issues, car theft, car snatching, stolen from parks and the likes, and he receives stolen items. You can hear he has his colleagues even across the country in the Niger Republic, in some of the big cities, including the Federal Capital Territory. I will try our best to go after them, but we can't do this alone. Members of the public must be involved at all levels to see how they expose people like this. And like I said, for those who are selling used or fairly used items, including vehicles, I think they need to be protective to us in this country. They need to be sincere, faithful, and genuine. All the associations of all these people that are selling fairly used items must wake up and do the needful. You have an association to screen, to check, and profile your members. You even get money from them. What do you do with the mandate given to you as leaders of these associations? Many of these individuals, they dent your image because we want to believe that many of you in these associations, this is what you do. You don't have a standard, you don't have any focus. You are just coming together to create pains and sorrows for Nigerians, innocent Nigerians, by stealing their property, and you receive from stolen items from thieves, and you sell. You have guilty knowledge, which means you know some of these items are stolen, you still take from them, and you package or you repackage, and you sell as if you are selling new items. God is watching you. The next case I have here, let him go. Criminal conspiracy, arrest of gun runner, and illegal possession of prohibited firearms. Hawa Yusuf, female. Yo, what a man can do, a woman can do even better.
That is going on. Like I said earlier, a woman that asked AK-47 inside a bag of Gari, moving to
one AK-47 rifle recovered from her, 4 magazines, and from her we recovered a bag of Gari. So those where they protest hunger, come and make Commander Gari there. They used the sack of Gari to conceal arms and ammunition. On 14th August 2024, just recently, 3 days ago, acting on technical intelligence, operatives of STS intercepted one Awas Isu, this woman, 30-year-old, of Dosinma local government of Katsina State. The suspect was arrested while in transit from Lafia, Nasarawa State to Katsina State, inside a Sienna bus along the Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. And that is one of the reasons we cannot stop police patrol and stop and search. Many Nigerians always clamor for removing policemen from the road. We only stopped roadblocks. We will continue to have stop and search points, nipping points, observation points, and our routine patrol. If you have not been on patrol along Abuja Kaduna Expressway, we wouldn't have arrested this woman. So Nigerians should please understand that having stop and search points, and this stop and search is one of our strategies that are paying off. I'll continue to do that. We can only do this devoid of extortion and corruption. That is the message of the Inspector General of Police, even to our men and members of the public. We will continue to have routine patrols. We'll continue to have stop and search points across the country, majorly on our highways, so that these highways and our roads can be safe for all of us in this country. A search was conducted, and one AK-47 rifle without breech number and 4 AK-47 magazines concealed inside a white sack of Gari. An average person would just think this is Gari, and that the woman who is feeling hungry, and the woman wants to go and eat Gari. But you can see what we have recovered from the sack of Gari. And this is what they do. When you see cases paraded by NDLEA too, those who deal with illicit drugs, they conceal some of these items, prohibited items, in food items, in very useful items like clothing and stationaries, beverages, and what have you. So when we search, in most cases, do not complain. We have tip-offs, and we can psychologically detect or suspect anything you have in your bag. So when our men stop you, please understand and cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, the suspect confessed that he was one Aminu Basulube, a notorious bandit terrorizing Katsina State, General Aziz, who sent her to take delivery of the arms in Danum Madam Camp, Katsina State. How will a woman subscribe to that? She must have been paid. So our women, we are mothers, we are our sisters. It should be of help to us to curb crimes and criminality, not to be used. Many of these criminals use our young ones, our children, and female who are vulnerable to carry out these dirty deals for them. Ordinarily, you would think a woman see her attire, her turnout, the dressing, to suspect her to be a gun runner. You will not believe it. If she's not arrested and here with us, if many of you seated, when you read the news tomorrow, you say the police have come, they can lie. But here is she. She is here now, you can see. And that is our business. She has confessed. You are going to listen to her before I proceed. So, Ajia Hawa, tell us, why are you into that business of gun running for bandits? Ask him now.
Wai ki gaya mana don me kina cikin wannan harkan makami ma bandit.
Tunda nake ban taba ba, sai ranar da ya je yau kwana uku, ya je gidanmu da kakin soja, sai ya ce mani zai aike mu. Sai na ce mai ina, sai ya ce man da wajen malumfashi. Sai na ce mai to in dai ba aiki ba ne nan matsala, ina zuwa. Sai ya ce man to, sai na tahi. Ko dan tahi ya ce in hau mota ta lafiya. Sai na je na hau mota, aka ce an kai ni Abuja. Sai ya bani kuɗi naira 120. To ina ban shi bashin 20. Sai ya ce in yi kuɗin mota. Na je ya ce zan an so hatsi, in an so mai gero. Da na je ba geron ba ne ba, ashe sai suka kawo mani garin kwaki. Ban san da komai ciki ba, sai da na zo da suka kawo, suna kawowa suka ajiye. Sai gaba na yanke ya faɗi. Da gaba na yanke ya faɗi sai na kira shi na ce, ya aka ka ce gero zan an so maka an bani garin kwaki. Amma dai ka san da kwai matsala ya ce mana babu komai.
I hope in the hill. You too long for this man to grab. If you want to tell us now, we'll just summarize.
Let me just
for those
summarize.
just summarize.
That she has never done it before until that fateful day, which the guy sent her to Benue. From
What did I
Nasarawa.
talk?
Go on.
Abin ga lafiya. Daga lafiya wani
You don't-
gari ne na biya
Look at
naira
that.
700 aka kai ni.
I'll parade you now.
Shi mutumin kaya ne ya sanya na mutane amma yana da 'yan tage-tage. Daga can inda ya kawo ban san ko daga ina ya hito ba. Shi kayan da ya sanya irin wa'annan ne. Irin wa'annan ne na wani mutumin.
That the person that sent her was wearing camouflage. That she never knew that it was arm that was inside. He actually asked her to go and bring gero. That is millet. And unfortunately, they now brought Gari for her. That even when she saw the thing, am I now caught? That she was apprehensive. And she now called him and asked him that, hope there won't be problem. The guy now said there is no problem.
In the Gari, she saw the guns.
A cikin garin kwakin bakin bindigan ba.
A'a ban ganta ba sai da na zo nan gun da aka kama ni. Aka ko da dama suka zo. Ne kalmar shahada na ce inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un aka ce.
No, that she didn't see the gun until when she was apprehended.
To send her to deliver. How much did the man give her?
100,000.
For do what? Wait. To do what? For transport.
Naira 130,000 wanda zan tafi da su.
It's for transport, 130,000.
From where to where? And how much is the transport fare?
Daga gida aka bani su. Can Umadau. Umadau Katsina ne amma jihar Safana amma Katsina dutsen ma. Ina daga dutsen ma zan ce can Umadau. Daga ƙauyen lafiya.
From Katsina to Lafia.
How much will the transport fare normally?
Nawa ne kudin mota?
Daga lafiya naira 700 ne.
7. Nawa ne daga Katsina din zuwa Lafiya din asalin kudin motar?
Asali daga Umadau naira 600. Daga can na bada naira 1000 aka kawo ni 10,000 aka kawo ni nan Abuja. Daga Abuja na bada naira 4,000 aka kai ni Lafiya. Daga can gurin dare yayi muka kwanta karfe 4.
How much will the total now?
Okay, everything she spent about 15,000 naira.
So if she spent if she spent 15,000 naira for transport fare, somebody now give her Gari, come give her 100,000 naira. Why you not ask questions? 130,000. Why you not ask questions?
Yanzu
Now woof.
duka kudin da kin kira yanzu duka kamar 15 ne. To an zo an baki 130. Ya baki tambaya ba.
A'a ban tambaye shi ba nan kawai ne kuskure.
That she knows that way she made a mistake.
Na
We policing.
kuma sai shekara iya kwana 3
Jira ne na gina zuwa kai kadan kadan. In policing, we say beware of somebody who is unduly friendly. When somebody comes to you and is just doing like a nice man to you, you must be very, very careful. Normally, transport fare is 15,000 naira. They call me. And somebody offered 130,000 naira, gave you a bag of Gari to go and give instead of Jero, and you did not ask questions because you have seen a wolf. That's why we say the police are moved the wrong bed. And this is a lesson to all of us that even those that travel abroad, you have seen cases where they plant dangerous items in your luggages. Once somebody wants to send you anything, dismantle the luggage, ransack the luggage, be sure of the content of what you are moving with. You can see this case, but I want to believe that this woman has not been so fruitful about it. she's lying because she would know certain things about it. But by the time we finish our investigation, we will know what has transpired. But for the offer of 130 instead of 15,000 naira of transport fare was questionable. But the woman decided not to even ask questions according to her. But I want to have that belief that she's trying to keep something from us. Thank you, Ajia Hawa Yusuf. Welcome to our 5-star hotel. Now, special room, women like this, they be. The next case is conspiracy. I have this. Don't let me jump this. Conspiracy and banditry, cattle rustling. Abdul Kadri, Abdullahi, male. You know Abdul Kadri, Zoku Samana. Here is no small. Now the long gun, I know the here. This is to cattle rustling. Abdul Kadri Abdullahi is a male. He's from Abe village in Kaduna State. And upon his arrest, he confessed to having conspired with 3 others, currently at large, to steal 4 cows, valued about 6 million naira. All those very big cows belonging to his uncles, one Yusuf Musa and Musa Muhammad. The suspect further confessed that he had made effort to sell the cows at the rate of 700,000 naira each, but the buyer collected the cows and absconded without paying. In Yoruba, we say Olegbe, Olegba, thief carry and another thief receive. So Abu Kadri is into cattle rustling, and he must have been into this business for a very long time. Ask him, for how long has he been into business of cattle rustling?
About 10 years.
He has been into cattle rustling. Thank you. Bye-bye. Let's let him go.
Well, the PRO decided not to ask more questions.
The next case is conspiracy, armed robbery, and unlawful possession of firearms.
Cow rustling for 10 years.
4 AK-47 rifles recovered from this operation, 3 magazines, and 2 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition. This is a case that is still ongoing because we are still looking for some suspects. This one. So let me, we are coming back to this because when the suspects are arrested, we will surely work on this. These are the bandits that are terrorizing Wukari local government area of Taraba State, and we are still working on them. Let me just keep me for now. But we have recovered some of their arms. We have neutralized some of their powers. So it's very easy for us to pick. Anytime we want to pick them like snails, we'll do that. The next one I have is conspiracy, theft, or possession of dangerous weapons, and receiving stolen property. Receiving is coming again, receiving stolen property again. Ekene Iloka and Paul Iloka. Are you from the same family? Yahweh.
Your home life to GTV Africa.
1 cutlass and 1 knife. 3 Toyota Corolla Brindbox, tapping glass, 2 side mirrors, 2 screwdrivers, 6 spanners. On 11/8, just last week, 2024, even this week, reports were received about some hoodlums who specialized in breaking into people's houses to steal valuables. Based on the information, operatives from STS swung swiftly into action and arrested the following suspects: Ekene Iloka male and Paul Iloka male, with a Mercedes-Benz 190 model with registration number BU GGE. This number is not complete anyway. Black in color. On the spot, a search was conducted on them, and several exhibits, as highlighted above, were recovered from them. Suspects are still currently being investigated, and they will be prosecuted at the conclusion of our investigations. By their names, I think they are from the same family: Paul Iloka and Ekene Iloka. The same father, the same mother? The same father, the same mother. Nice seeing you. Which state are you from?
I'm from Anam State.
That's why I did my national youth service. So Nnewi. Where in Nnewi town?
From Osumeyi, sir.
From
Osumeyi.
Osumeyi is under Otolu Abina Nnewi Mudim Abina Nnewichi Abina Uruagu Abi Otolo.
That is Osumeyi from Nnewi South.
Okay, Nnewi South.
That's Amici.
Amici side. Where are you into this business?
Over 5 months now, I come back to report me from abroad.
They report you from abroad.
Yes, sir.
So you are abroad deportee. Which country?
Indonesia, sir.
Indonesia.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I still abroad. Okay. What did he do there? Why did they deport you?
Oh, it's business. I go business. No go.
Which business?
I go sell parts. Yeah, no go.
You go sell what? Parts.
Yes, sir.
Motor parts.
Look up.
And the business no come work. Don't you have a business partner there?
No.
So what are the parts you took to Indonesia?
That is the real light, true light, and that was.
So they now deported you like 6 months ago.
That is 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
Yes, sir.
So where did you go to from your trip from Indonesia to Nigeria? Which state, which town?
I'm based in Lagos. I'm based in
Where in Lagos?
Ladipo, sir.
Ladipo. So why are you into this business of stealing and receiving stolen items like this?
After coming back to Indonesia, so there is nothing for me. So I call my senior brother in the Abuja. This man, this my brother in Abuja. So I call him. I have about 700 and something thousand account. So I come tell and say, see what in happen. So tell me, say make I take that money go buy small motor. Anything where me and see in the shop. Sometimes I say I want deliver. Say make I come back to make I come Abuja. So as I come Abuja, go buy this. I the money what I have. Go buy the one. Go buy the 1.9 the motor. So since that 5 months, this business, this is a brain boss of the issue. So they take her from inside the motor. After they take her, carry her.
Who take her?
Me and my brother.
And you say you take her. Say we. Go say we take her.
Okay,
No, we say he take her.
I say after me take her. So go and sell it
For somebody's vehicle. I've been at your motor.
No, not my motor, sir.
That one now, you steal them?
Yes, sir.
Eh?
You I still have, sir.
Hey.
So after I still have, sir, go back to me. I go Lagos, go sell them.
Hey.
Come back.
So now for Lagos, go sell them. Then you come back to Abuja. You dey steal for Abuja, go sell for Lagos.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
So that is
Hmm.
How much is the seller?
It's 30,000 for.
How much is the original price?
Now what all the buyers they full for
They full for Ladipo. So those where they receive stolen items full for Ladipo.
So after they buy them.
Now they hear Ladipo market people. Hear him and all security operatives where they deal road. When you see them, they carry parts. Not be all the parts they buy from genuine market. Most of them are stolen items. Make it very, very careful. I always say if you want to buy anything from anybody, always make sure you patronize those that have registered and designated shops. So that if anything happens, you go back there, go relay them or say they don't got to all for now. You can see now, they will steal parts, particularly brain box in Abuja, and take to Ladipo market in Lagos to go and sell. So association in Ladipo, please help us to do so many things to sanitize the system in that market. That market is a big market. It has a very big name globally. Don't allow certain individuals to dent your image in that market. We respect your ability. We respect all of you that are working and have shops in Ladipo market. But you can hear this confession from this man who will come and steal in Abuja. And I know many too who are still there on the field. We will surely get them very soon. I know people in Port Harcourt, Delta, Warri, Abuja, Lagos, even Ibadan, some of the big cities. We have people like him who will always steal people's property and rush down to Aba, Lagos, or Alaba to go and sell. It's not only Ladipo. I know we have many shops and big markets in Lagos and in other big cities. That is what many of them do. So when they come to sell some of these items to you. Market owners, ask questions. A wolf, they run below. We don't want you. Oga, the second Oga, how many years you take senior? Now you be a kene. How many years you take senior kene Oga Paul? You are for 6 years. Ekene, how old are you? 32, 46, 32. Instead of you, I know people where you come from. I know the business they do. That's why we call Inewi the Japan of Africa. They think, they fabricate materials and they sell. I served in Inewi. I spent a year in Inewi. I spent a year in Inewi as a copper. And I enjoyed working in Inewi because they call the place Japan of Africa. There's nothing they cannot fabricate in Inewi. I'm serious. They fabricate and they export. But your own case, you went to Indonesia. I don't know what you do, they deport you. For somebody to have been deported, he has done something wrong. You came to Nigeria again. Instead for you to go and fabricate, you are stealing and still telling to your people.
So can you tell us how you operate in Abuja?
Give him the mic. Bashir mic.
I'm not stealing for Indonesia. I'm not stealing for. I go for business. This is more. You know, say Indonesia na Asia country. So if you see you anyhow, we will deport you. So that is the issue.
Was that the first time or you've been going?
Yes, sir.
You've been going the first time?
Yes, it's my first time to go to Indonesia. So as I come back, the money what I have.
There's a proverb in Yoruba language that a man who went to war, when he came back, he said at war, he killed 6. He came back, he swallowed 5 wraps of fufu. He see chicken, he killed 6. Everything we do now 6, 6, 6, 6. Even if we don't know what he do for war, the one where you don't see for house, where you do. And not for us to even believe what he be. Forget about what happened for Indonesia. It's the one what you can't do for Nigeria now. It's to show us the thing what you do for Indonesia. Forget about that one. If police want to investigate, they will expand their investigation to that level. But Oga Paul, as the elder brother, why did you encourage your brother to do this business and the two of you can't join hand?
As he come back, he told me the members they go on for the Lagos.
So now big business. No wonder my motto that they buy brain balls for more than 20 they buy now, nothing work. I'm telling you, see they buy, you know they work, brain balls. Okay, watch your brain balls. How do you remove brain balls?
That's the point.
Okay,
give a mic.
How do you remove? Because when I say now you be the major engineer, your brother just give you support.
And how many minutes?
For inside the motor now they.
How? They open the bonnet?
Yes, sir.
How do you open the bonnet?
They take glass, they open glass. That's small glass.
Oh, that's why they recover from you glass tapping. I mean tapping glass. What do you call them? Oh. Well, this is another lesson for all of us.
How many seconds does it take you to remove a brain box? Like how many minutes?
Like 40 or 50 minutes.
Well, if it takes up to 40, 50 minutes.
The owner will meet you there.
Excuse me, are you saying owners and people don't see them when they do it?
It's not up to.
Something is wrong with our system. No, something is wrong, whatever it is. I've seen cases with CCTV camera that people like them, the camera will pick that people like them, they operate, they remove things from somebody's vehicle and people will be passing by. They don't even ask questions. So it is time to embrace the concept of volunteerism in Nigeria. That I want to volunteer to do something for my system. Individualistic approach is that what can an individual do to help the system? Because you see them, if they spend so much time, like 45 minutes, 50 minutes to do this operation, somebody must see them. What are we actually doing? How do we cope this? So which means we need to be sensitive to things around us. And this is a typical example for people who park their vehicles in the streets, in parking plots, parking places. Let us be careful of people like Ekene and Paul. Okay, Paul, you know that song when they seek for church. Oh Lord, I say for the silence. Oh Lord, I say for the silence. Oh Lord, I say for the silence. He will surely deliver us. Oh, this is your own. I don't know how you want to do it. Gentlemen of the press, the last one we want to do. Criminal conspiracy and banditry. Abibu Issa Male. One Toyota Oma bus. On 17 July 2024 at about 9:40 a.m., operatives of STS arrested one suspect named Abibu Issa Male, 40 years, of Sokoto State, who upon arrest confessed to being an informant to the bandits operating around Sokoto. Due to his closeness and access to banditry activities, the bandits gave him the opportunity to negotiate ransom with victims' families on their behalf. Whenever the ransom is paid, he gets his share, which he used to purchase a Toyota Hummer bus. You know how much it is? Which has been recovered as an exhibit. I think he's the one that has been charged for court, or is he? Well, we have arrested him and presently facing charges in court. He's being arraigned in the court of competent jurisdiction. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we want to re-echo our commitment again to providing adequate security for all citizens of this country. We can only call for your support. We call for your help in all areas to make sure we achieve our aims of having a more secure Nigeria as a country. We have nowhere to go. Please, let's work together to have a better security system in this country. Support the police, support the armed forces, support all security agencies via information sharing. We can assure you that any information given to us will be treated with utmost confidentiality. We need information to work. We need intelligence to work. For those who have recovered their vehicles today, I'm sure it's a testimony that the system is still working. For those who don't believe in our system, please believe in the system. We have a system that is working in Nigeria. All we need is for us to be more patriotic. Let us be more patriotic in Nigeria. Let us love our country. Let us love one another. Let us have this in mind that what can I do to assist my country? We always heap blames on the government, on the federal government, or people in power. But you, as an individual, what have you done to help Nigeria, to salvage this country, to promote peace and unity in Nigeria? Togetherness, we can do it. Let's form a formidable force to tackle all our common enemies who leave pains, sorrows, and agonies for us as innocent Nigerians. On behalf of the Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, IGP Olukayode Adeolu Egbeto Kunpegde NPM, want to commend the efforts of the Special Tactical Squad operatives led by DCP Ilya and other senior officers that are here, and of course to all our men on the field who have been a very, very great soldiers on the field, doing the work, making sure we live in peace in this country. We promise Nigerians to continue to do the needful to make sure we go after these criminal elements who terrorize our country. So we commend you, STS operatives led by the commander. Gentlemen of the press, want to appreciate you for finding time to come. For those whose vehicles have been recovered, we want to appreciate your time, your patience, and the belief you have in the system. The IGP appreciates all of you, and we hope we are still going to continue to work to make sure we fight our common enemies in our various communities. All the people in Nigeria, continue to enjoy the rest of your day. I say, God bless you all. Namaste. You go in peace.
You are on live to GTV Africa. You've just heard from the spokesman of the Force Public Relations Officer, Wiwa Adejobi. He has just spoken as regard to successes of STS and what officers of Nigerian police are doing Before you go, I will show you more part of other vehicles recovered. And if I have opportunity of talking to any of the people that comes to recover his vehicle, you'll hear from them. But if you are yet to subscribe to the YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel and like our Facebook page also. Make a comment and let me know your feelings as regard to what First Public Relations Officer has just done. Is the police doing the job well? Are they doing what is expected of them? Is the police working with
So now get money
let me hear from you. And, I believe the vehicle behind those vehicles from the suspects, from the criminals. And if I have opportunity before you go, I said I'm going to talk to those that the vehicles were recovered, and you have opportunity. Well, before you go, the First Public Relations Officer Muiwa Adejobi is going to make some explanation as regard to items recovered from the suspect. And as you can see, items recovered are the following: the Gari that was mentioned, where the AK-47 was inside, is the Gari. I know for those of you looking at Gari from distance there, you would love to have a bag of Gari with you. But unfortunately, instead of you to have it, instead of
I am sure
it, they are
with
using
this,
it
you are going to
as a
see
spray.
that this is locally fabricated AK-47 rifle. And like I told you the other time, that we are interested in breaking all the syndicates of those who manufacture illicit arms in Nigeria. They should rather use their talents for us in good, to support the country, not in this manner. How beautiful they are and how powerful they are. If you not handle them, you will know the difference between these and the imported ones. You can see that is locally fabricated. And another time, I think I told you the meaning of people putting money in between the chambers of guns. It's spiritual. You can see money again. And you can see this rope, which means once they fire this thing, it must go. I must get the target. But for police, we have decided to use elephant as our logo. With this elephant, you know they enter. With elephants, you know they enter. You can see all the guns. These are the magazines recovered from them. This is AK-49. I think it's not AK-47. This is AK-49. This is AK-49. For those who don't know the difference, you can see the difference. Majorly, this type is used by the military, the armed forces. You can see the violet at the mount. They use this for operations, but unfortunately, we find some of them in the hands of these bandits and other criminals. We will surely go after them and mop up all these arms in wrong hands. That's what we are going to do. It's certain. This ones, as usual, this ammunition. 7.62 mm is for AK-47 rifle. They use this one, no, maybe they go send a police the be, I don't know. You can see other things recovered from them. These ones are the ones recovered from Paul and Ekene. They removed my this thing too, they catch at one time when I did Lagos. I sat mirror of my Lexus. And they remove them. Where part? You can see what they remove, all these ones. And they package them, they take them to Ladipo, according to him. Another big market in Lagos, another big cities. Can you see? This is what they do. Many of them commit crimes because they are drugged. So we are working hard to make sure we kick against misuse and abuse of drugs.
Okay.
We commend our operatives for mopping up this and arresting those who supply these illicit drugs. Very, very key. Members, you see, if you are saying that Toyota members, they say pass. He alert us. He members, and we have recovered all these. These are offensive weapons they use. In case maybe somebody comes around, they can bring out this to threaten you. It's an offensive weapon because this knife can kill you.
sir, we have not confirmed maybe if this one is Gari Jebu or Delta Gari.
No, I know.
And that is the, let me go there now. And then we are today. These are some of the items we cover too. These are Igbo cannabis, Indian hemp. You can see them. These are the things they take, they smoke. And they get intoxicated, they can misbehave to anybody. If you tell them anybody who smoke, you tell us they call them the same before. Very really get sense. See the guy here. Commander, nothing will say the guy. This cameraman won't take you. Let's go and see the vehicles, go on vehicles, almost 13 of them.
Well, you've just heard about the vehicle. The vehicles are here. Some of the owners are around to collect their vehicles.
We have these vehicles. If you notice, all of these vehicles are Toyota.
Yeah.
So for those who like Toyota and use Toyota, protect the vehicles and support us to work against it. You can see all these are recovered stolen vehicle from this man. And then the vehicles were recovered from that particular man. And then the video, Abi, you can see all these vehicles are Toyota. This was recovered from that agent to bandit. When bandits collect ransom, they pay this man because he's a negotiator. They pay this man, this particular man. He's been charged to court, but we have been able to recover this from him. This mattress, I guess. See mattress again, I guess. These are the vehicles recovered from them. In fact, all of them are Toyota products. They are all Toyota products. And like I said earlier on, that we need to take note of this. Let us work with security agencies to protect our vehicles. Toyota, those that use Toyota, that is the major target. So let's protect our vehicles. This Bajaj is one of it. Brand new Bajaj, recovered from them. You know how much this one goes for? Very, very expensive. So I think we are done with the parade. Thank you, Oga. Return your food to your master hotel. Thank you.
You're on live too.
If you have anybody I want to talk to, maybe I don't think there's any need. They want to release their vehicles to them on board. If the case is on, thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
The on live to GTV Africa, live from STS office, the owners of the vehicle. Hello, sir. You are one of the people that owns the vehicle here?
Yeah.
Come, let me see.
Toyota Corolla. Toyota Corolla 2003.
I manage you. They got it from you.
In front of my office.
Where is the office? Can you just tell us?
I work with Federal Housing Authority.
Okay.
Asokoro. Gilos Nyere Street.
Yeah.
Asokoro.
Yes.
I park this. Normal place will start park their cars.
Okay.
My car was stolen from me. Stolen from where I parked 14th December 2023.
23?
Yes.
And police are able to recover it now, 2024. December 2023. That's about more than 8 months. 8 months ago.
December 2023.
So what will you say about police?
I appeared. They are working.
They are working.
They are working.
Others say police are not working, but
no,
you can.
They are working.
They are working.
I can even campaign to other. Yeah.
Nation police inside that they are working.
Police are working.
So what will you say to IG and the FPR and other police personnel?
The ambulance are working.
It's all right. Okay. Your name again? Well, you've just heard from him. I said police are working because his vehicle was stolen 2023 and he's able to get his vehicle back in 2024 as a result of the police efforts working to recover the vehicle. If I'm able to get another one, I will get another of the people that got their vehicle back and care for it.
A few kilometers to the FRC gate. that's around 12 noon. So I went in to do with my friend for the NMC update, and then around 2 p.m. I wanted to observe Zoom prayer. So I wanted to go to my car to pick up my prayer mat, and lo and behold, I couldn't find my car there. Immediately, I went inside FRSC to know if probably I wasn't supposed to park my car at their gate. Because one of the reasons why I actually parked at the gate was because I presumed that it was safe there. But when I got in there, everyone said they didn't know anything about it. I requested to see the CCTV camera to see, but nobody responded to me. So I headed straight to the police station, 2 streets away from there, to file a report. That was in February. I filed a report, and I also got my persons to also flag the vehicle in the road safety portal as well. So yesterday, Thursday, that's about 6 months later, I got a call from FSAS here that I should report here because my car was recovered. So yeah, I came here, and to my utter surprise, I found the vehicle.
So, do you find the work of the police very enticing? How do you feel?
Well, I'm impressed. I need to note at this point that my mom is also a police officer. My elder sister is also a police officer. So somehow my mom just kept on telling me that if they did not batch out the vehicle, and if the vehicle is within the country, she had so much confidence that I was going to find the vehicle. And yes, I found the vehicle, and so this is me feeling very proud to be appointed to the Nigerian Police Force. This is me also, getting that reinforcement and statement that Nigeria is definitely going to work in our lifetime. All we need to do is to trust the process and, advocate for better support for the Nigerian Police Force.
So, what would be your advice or good message to police?
I'm grateful for this great work, and I'm also grateful that once again they've been able to show us that they are indeed capable of ridding our nation of crime.
So, any advice to Nigerians
Well, Nigerians should always trust the process, because I know as a fact that if I didn't report the case of the car theft officially, they may not have been able to trace me, to even get my contacts, to get me to come get the vehicle back. So Nigerians should register their vehicles. Nigerians should ensure that they register their vehicles through the appropriate means. Nigerians should also subscribe to the CRM portal that the Nigerian Police Force is currently advocating for every Nigeria to get their vehicles registered there. So trust the process. Believe that Nigeria will definitely get better.
Thank you so much. Well, you are on live to GTV Africa. She has just narrated how our vehicle was recovered from and she is now happy with the police for the efforts police has put in together to get the vehicle from the criminals and others. These are more than 10 vehicles, as it was said by the police public relation officer. And note that this particular Omar boss, was a result of a proceed from the kidnapping by the suspect, who was so happy to use the proceed of his kidnapping business. He served as an informant, and he has used the proceed of his business in getting this particular Omar boss. And you will be wondering that for somebody to gather money and to get Omar boss as a result of the money gathered from proceed of kidnapping, the officers and the men in the STS are working. Also, the officers in hierarchy are also working. And this is GTV Africa. I want to say that if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you are missing. So I want to plead that you subscribe. Just click subscribe button so that you get information as soon as anything is going on. GTV Africa will be there and give you details as it is. I want to say thank you, and let me hear your comments, and let me know where you are watching from. I can see number of you watching live since over 1 hour ago, and I want to know where you are watching from so that next time, and you can even send a message to us. Our email is gtvafrica@gmail.com, and you can just send us message tell us what to do, and we are sure that we'll be able to do that for you. From all indications, the good guys that are ready to nab crime at any point are guys that are working at the STS and also IRT departments. Well, this is where I will call it a day. I will call it a day right from this point. And I want to assure you that other events that will be happening will be coming to you live. I can say that I'm very grateful for all of you that are still standing by, even after 1 hour, 20 minutes of live broadcast from this point. This is the Department of Nigeria Police, formerly known as SAS, but now referred to as STS. This is the department where they operate. For those of you that you lost your vehicle, kindly notify police and your vehicle will be recovered at the appropriate time. Guys that are working there will be able to track the vehicle and report back to you. Till I come your way again, I'm Bemiga Olamika. It's like we should not leave this place and continue, but the time will not permit us to stay forever. And that's why I want to say thank you so much. Good day, everyone. Don't forget, make a statement and let me know what your feelings are. Thank you so much. Till I come your way again, I'm Bemiga Olamika.